In last class, we have seen Diffie-Hellman key exchange. Today, we will see elliptic curve cryptography. Elliptic curve cryptography is an approach to public key cryptography based on algebraic structure of elliptic curves over finite fields. Elliptic curve cryptography is the newest member of three families of public key algorithms. Elliptic curve cryptography allows smaller keys compared to RSA and Diffie-Hellman to provide equivalent security. Diffie-Hellman key exchange can also be realized using elliptic curves. ECC have performance advantages means it takes less computations over RSA and Diffie-Hellman. Here you can see symmetric algorithms with security level of n have n bit key. Key length will be 128. For example, for 128-bit security, one needs a curve, finite field curve, FQ, where Q is approximately equal to 2 over 256. Means 256-bit key is required in elliptic curve cryptography to provide 128-bit security. But for same level of security in RSA or Diffie-Hellman, it requires 3072-bit key. If we observe here, elliptic curve requires small key lengths when it compared with non-elliptic curve asymmetric key algorithms. As the computational power increases, the size of the key needs to grow even faster. It is not suitable for low power devices like mobiles and embedded devices that have limited computational power. So, elliptic curve cryptography is the best alternative. Let us see theoretical concepts of elliptic curves. For current cryptographic purpose, an elliptic curve is a plain curve over finite fields rather than real numbers, which consists of the points satisfying this mathematical equation: y square equal to x cube plus ax plus b, along with point of infinity. Elliptic curve graph something look like this. Technically, an elliptic curve is the set of points satisfying an equation in two variables with degree 2 in one of the variable and 3 in another variable. Here degree 3 is for variable x and degree 2 is for variable y. It is a special type of polynomial defined over finite field. Most popular choice is prime field. The elliptic curve over ZP, here p greater than 3, is the set of all pairs x comma y belongs to ZP which fulfill this equation: y square equal to x cube plus ax plus b mod p. A comma b are in the field ZP. Let's see some interesting properties of elliptic curves. 1. Curve is symmetric about x-axis. Any non-vertical line will intersect the curve in at most 3 places. Group operations on elliptic curves. There are 3 commonly defined operations for elliptic curves. Let's denote the group operation with addition symbol. Addition of two distinct points with two distinct points P and Q. P's coordinates are x1, y1. Q's coordinates are x2, y2. We have to compute coordinates of the third point R such that P plus Q equal to R. That is x1, y1 plus x2, y2 equal to x3, y3. It is P, it is Q, then result will be R. To find R, draw a line through P and Q and obtain point of intersection on the curve. Then obtain the mirror of this intersection point along the x-axis. This mirrored point is the result R. You can see this in this first image. P is the point 1 and Q is another point. This P and Q are different. Draw a line through these 2 points. It will intersect the curve at point. Here it is minus R. Take the mirror along x-axis. This will be the result of P plus Q. This is the R. Point doubling, where point P and Q are same, means point P will be equal to point Q. So we can write R equal to P plus P. It is 2P. It is called point doubling. To obtain this, draw the tangent to the curve at this point P. Find the intersection between curve and tangent. It is the point, call it as minus R. And take the mirror along x-axis. That mirrored point is the result. It is 2P. Addition of vertical points. If P and Q have same x coordinate, the line joining them will be vertical and R will not exist. So in this case, we call P plus Q the point at infinity. This is the special case. Xp is 0. X coordinate of point P is 0. Then P plus P will be infinity. Means if you draw the tangent to the curve from this point, it will not intersect the curve anywhere. So result will be infinity. Scalar point multiplication. The straightforward way of computing a point multiplication is through repeated addition. If some point Q equal to K into P, which can be computed by using repeated addition, Q equal to P plus so on plus P, we have to repeat it for K times. This scalar point multiplication is used in elliptic curve cryptography as a means of producing one-way function. Given a point on elliptic curve over finite field, it is very difficult to figure out how many operations you need to do to get to that particular point on the curve by adding some fixed point to itself. Means finding K such that Q equal to Kp is very hard problem. This is called as discrete log problem. Base point or generator. Capital G is the point on the curve. Generate a cyclic group means every point in subgroup reached by repeated addition of generator point. Order of the base point is the number of points the base point generates under repeated addition. It is the size of subgroup represented with small m. The cofactor is the order of entire group divided by order of the subgroup generated by that base point. Here order of the group is the number of points on the curve. Simply cofactor is number of points by the number of points generated by subgroup. Ideal value for H is 1. Means if generator generates all points on the curve, H will be 1. Means this subgroup value, if it is suppose number of points on the curve capital N, the subgroup generated by this G can also generate all the points on the curve, means N by N will be 1. More number of points generated by that generator, so curve will be more secure. Elliptic curves are applicable for encryption digital signatures, and key management. Let's see elliptic curve Diffie-Hellman key exchange. Elliptic curve Diffie-Hellman is a key agreement protocol. It allows two parties, each having elliptic curve public-private key pair, to establish a shared secret over insecure channel. Suppose Alice wants to establish a shared secret with Bob, but they don't have secure channel, means that channel is eavesdropped. Initially, they have to agree on domain parameters P, A, B, Z, N, H. Here, P is the prime that specifies the size of the finite field. A and B are coefficients of curve equation. G is the base point. Small n is the order of the subgroup. H is the cofactor of subgroup. Bob picks private key beta. It should be value between 1 and n minus 1. Bob computes public key capital B equal to beta into Z. This will be sent to Alice. Alice picks her private key alpha, which is also in the range 1 to n minus 1. She computes her public key capital A equal to alpha into Z. She also sends her public key to Bob. Bob receives Alice's public key capital A, which is xa comma ya, which is point on the curve. Bob computes, let's call it as S equal to beta into A, that equal to beta alpha Z. Here A is alpha Z. It is the public key of Alice. Similarly, Alice receives Bob public key. It is xb comma yb. She computes shared secret S. It is equal to alpha into B. B is the Bob public key. It is beta Z. So S equal to alpha into beta into Z. They both have shared secret S. Let's take simple example. Bob and Alice wants to establish a shared secret by using this curve. They both agree on this generator point is equal to 7 comma 3. This generator point generates 18 points on the curve. Let's see those 18 points. First we start with Z, and to compute 2Z we have to add same point to itself. It is called point doubling, and it will be 0 comma 4. To generate 3Z we have to add this 2Z with Z. It will be 10 comma 3, and if you continue like that, 4Z will be 9 comma 10. This G can generate all these points on the curve. See here, 17G plus G is 18G, which is infinity, means 17G is the inverse of Z, and reverse is also true. In this curve, A is 2, this one, and B is 3, and this 13 is the P. All this A, B, P and N, Z all are common parameters. This G can generate total 18 points. So this N will be 18. Bob picks his private key beta equal to 7, and Alice picks her private key alpha equal to 5. Bob computes his public key capital P, which is beta into Z. It is 7G. Let's see 7G value is 4 comma 7. So this is the public key for Bob. Alice computes her public key capital A by multiplying this alpha with Z, that is 5Z. 5Z value is 6 comma 7. This is her public key. They both exchange public keys over insecure channel. So all these values are available to all the users within the network. Bob computes shared secret by multiplying his private key with Ali's public key, that is beta A. It is 7 into 5z, or you can write it like 7 into 6 comma 7. It will be equal to 7 comma 10, or you can multiply this 7 and 5, it is 35z. Here total number of points are 18. After 18, cycle will start again. 19 will be treated as 1z. 35z can be treated as 17z. So see 17z value, it is 7 comma 10. Similarly, Alice will compute her shared secret by multiplying her private key with Bob public key. Her private key is 5 and Bob public key is 7g. It is 35z. It is cyclic group. After this 18 points, cycle will be repeat again. So this 35g can be written as 17g. It will be 7 comma 10 point on this curve. Both have same common secret. Yes. Let's see simple visualization for this problem. We took small curve. In real cryptographic applications, parameters will be large. A, B and P are big numbers in real cryptographic applications. This is the base point. So for our understanding, we are taking small curve. That curve is defined on prime fields here. If you take curve on real numbers, curve will be something different, and we are constructing this elliptic curve on prime field. What are our parameters here? Our A is 2, B is 3 and P is 13. A is 2, B 3 and P is 13. Now see this curve, it is not continuous one. This is the curve equation. Y square equal to x cube plus 2x plus 3 mod 13. It has 18 points. Here we have 17 points, and by adding 0.8 infinity this one, we have total 18 points. And see, this is our generator point 7 comma 3. P is 7 comma 3. It is our generator point. Let's see how many points it can generate on this curve. Let's compute 2p. How we can compute 2p? This is our generator point. So to compute 2g, we have to add this point to itself. So here we have to select Q also. Same means we can do that by adding one more p to this p. Here I am adding 1p to this p. Now p is 7 comma 3 and q is also 7 comma 3. The result p plus q, that is r equal to 0 comma 4. This is the result 4. It is here on the curve. Here it is 0 comma 4. And if we want to compute 3p, we need to add this p value, this p 7 comma 3 with 2p. Let's assume this point as p. This is 2p. It is 0 comma 4. We are adding this p with 2p, that is 0 comma 4. Now result is 10 comma 3. See here it is 10 comma 3. If we want to find 4p, we have to add this p with this 10 comma 3. This is 3p. So I'm adding 10 comma 3 to this 7 comma 3. The result will be 9 comma 10. Like that, if you continue, 5p will be 6 comma 7. 6p will be 3 comma 7. See here, this is the 17p, 7 comma 10. If you add this 17p to p, let's see what will happen. The line through the points P and Q does not intersect the elliptic curve a third time. The point R is the point of infinity. Means result here is infinity. Let's see, P is 7 comma 3, this is 7 comma 3, and Q is 7 comma 10. They are having same x coordinate 7 here. So if you draw a line through these 2 points, it will not intersect the curve at third point. So these 2 points are called inverse of each other. This point is inverse of this one, and this point is inverse of this one. This is the point of infinity. It is 18p. Now let's add this 18p with this point p. Again, result is p. This is the 19p. It is equal to p. If we calculate 20p, it is equal to 2p. See here, 0 comma 4, it is 2p. Means cycle is repeating again. This 19g will be equal to this g, and 20g will be equal to this 2g. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 35g will be equal to 17g. Means it is a cyclic group, so after this 18 points, again cycle will start from here. Let's see these calculations. Bob's private key is 7, so he will calculate his public key by multiplying his private key with base point. Let's see 7g value, it is 4 comma 7. Similarly, Alice will compute her public key by multiplying her private key with base point. It will result 6 comma 7. Now they will exchange these public keys. Now Bob will compute shared secret by multiplying his private key with Alice's public key. That is 7 multiplied with 6 comma 7. 6 comma 7 is Alice's public key. Let's see, we have to assume it as P, and you have to find out this 7p value. It should be 7 comma 10. Let's see in our visualization. What is Alice public key? 6 comma 7. Let's consider it as P. 6 comma 7. This point is Alice public key. To compute 7p, what we have to do? Add this p to 6p. You will get 7p. I am choosing Q, which is 6p. 6p is 3 comma 6. The result is 7 comma 10. See here, result is 7 comma 10. Or you can do in another way. You have to multiply this 7 into 5z, that is 35z. 35z means after 18 points again cycle will start. We already seen this 35g can be equal to 17g. Similarly, Alice will compute shared secret by multiplying alpha with Bob's public key. What is Bob public key? 4 comma 7. 5 into 4 comma 7. Let's consider it as P. 4 comma 7. P is 4 comma 7. To find 5p, we have to add this p to 4p. So we need to select Q as 4p. The result is 7 comma 10. Means both Alice and Bob computing same value. Here 7 comma 10. Let's see group operations. This curve is not continuous, so let's take curve on real numbers. Let's assume this is our elliptic curve. We have three types of group operations. P and Q different, and P and Q are same, and P and Q are inverse of each other. So let's see first one. P and Q are different. I am taking value here Q. If you join these 2 points P and Q, this line will intersect curve at third point. Let's call it as minus R. You have to take the mirror of this image along x-axis. The mirror will be this one. The result of P plus Q will be this point R. P plus Q is this R. These are the coordinates for P and these are the coordinates for Q. The result R coordinates are these two. If P and Q are same, that is called point doubling. I am taking P here and Q is also here. Then 2P will be, we have to draw tangent line through this point to the curve. It will intersect at some point. You have to take mirror of this point. This is the mirror for this point. This is the result for 2P. P is here, this one, and Q is also same point. The result will be this R. Addition, and third case is addition of vertical points. Let's take P here and Q here. Here x coordinate of P and Q are same. If you join these 2 points with line, it will not intersect the curve at third point. See this message. The line through points P and Q does not intersect the elliptic curve third time. The point R is the point of infinity. In this we have special case, point here and Q is also at same position. The line through point P and Q does not intersect the elliptic curve third time. Point R is the point of infinity. Here it is yp equal to 0 for some x. Point P can be x comma 0. This point x comma 0 will not intersect the curve anywhere else. This vertical line meets the curve at infinity. Sum of x comma 0 with itself, thus the point at infinity. This means this point x comma 0 is its own inverse. These are the group operations on elliptic curve. I used Java Crypto tool for this visualization, JCrypt tool.